So the first unit deals with electric charge and its fields. Okay, electric charge and its fields. So to begin with, it's electrostatic. So what is meant by an electrostatic? The study of forces, fields and potentials arising from the static charges. So what is meant by static? That does not move or change with time. So in simple form, I can tell that it is the study of charges in static or charges at rest. Electro means charges and static means that does not move or change with time. Okay. So next let's see about what are these electric charges. So the history of the electric charges goes back to in and around 600 BC. Okay, when a Greek philosopher found out that when an amber, that is a heavy material, is rubbed with a lighter so when a heavy material like amber is rubbed with either wool or fur, it attracted certain lighter objects, for example like hair and feather, etc. Can we do a small experiment? So if suppose if I take a plastic stick, and if I rub, now the plastic stick gets charged, okay, and if I put on to the bits of paper, you can see clearly that the bits of paper are sticking onto the plastic rod, okay, and this plastic rod charging is very temporary. After a fraction of second it goes off. So what are the natural means in which we experience this? Suppose if we wear some nylon cloths, we get a crackling sound, or when we open the door of the car, right, we get shock. So what is the reason? It is due to the stimulation of a nerve due to the neutralization of the charges. So these are the small experience which we have in our day-to-day life. So the electric charges can be mainly classified into two types. One is the positive charge and the other one is a negative charge. So what are the two properties? If like charges come together, it gets repelled. That is positive and positive, or negative and negative. Like charges repels, whereas the negative and positive, that is unlike charges, attract. Okay, so these are the basic principles what you have. Next, coming on to the conductors and insulators. What is meant by conductors and what is meant by insulator? So conductors are the materials which allows the electric current to pass through it easily, right? Example, our human body is a great conductor, metals are great conductor, whereas insulators are the opposite of it, which does not allow the electric current to pass through it, are called as insulators. For example, wood, plastic, etc. are the insulators, right? Most of the materials in this world come under these two categories. Either they will be conductors or either they will be insulators. The next important topic is grounding or earthing. So grounding or earthing is one of the main safety measures, right? For example, if we take in our house the connection of the mains, right, from the power plant, then what is the process there? We have a wire, main with three main wires. So what are the three main wires? It differentiates with the color also. Either it will be red, the colors are, one is red, green and the other will be black or blue, right? So the red stands for the live wire, whereas black or blue stands for the neutral. So what happens, live wire along with the neutral, it completes the circuit, whereas the green color is always designated for the earthing. So it is a safety measures. For example, our mama and papa tells us not to put the our fingers or hands onto the sockets when the switch is on, right? So these are some of the certain grounding method, means measures, safety measures, which is already which is there. So mainly, what are the properties of the electric charges? So electric charges, there are mainly three properties. One is additivity, second one is conserved, these charges are conserved, and the third one is the quantization. So what is meant by additivity means, suppose if there is an object with n charges, okay, then I can tell that the total charge will be equal to the sum of all the charges. So suppose if it is 1 coulomb, 1 e coulomb, 2 e coulomb, then what will be the total? 2 plus 1, 3. So similarly, if there are n charges, I can tell that the total charge will be equivalent to additive. It is addition of all the charges. Understood this one? I hope you have understood. So what is meant by conservation? So if I take a system with two objects, okay, an isolated system with two objects, object 1 and object 2. So always the energy will be conserved. If an electron is passed from first object to the second object, now the total effect will be, it will not change, it will remain. The first object has given an electron to the second object. So it will be there in the second object. So suppose if this value is 1 and if this value is 2, the total is 3, right? If this one electron is passed on to the next object, again the total will be 3, means it is conserved or it is preserved, nothing is destroyed. So the charges are not destroyed, it will be within the isolated system. That is the second meaning. And what is meant by quantization? So quantization of the electric charge is that at any condition the charge will be always equivalent to the integral multiple of the elementary charge, okay, that is E. So charge is Q, where n is elementary multiple. So multiple in if this n is a positive or a negative integer. So the value will be either 1e, minus 1e, 2e, minus 2e, it goes on like that. So this E will be the basic unit of the charge. It is called as an element. Okay. So in the case of this value of the E varies. In the case of SI unit, you know that the charge unit is called in coulomb. So in this you have the value of E to be 1.602 192 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb, whereas in the case of the CGS system or the centimeter gram second system of units, you have the value of E to be 4.80320425 into 10 raised to minus 10 stat coulombs. So these are the important points in the introductory section of the unit 1. We will further see in the extension will be seen in the other videos.